What is the best diet in the world to follow? It's a great question with a simple answer. And before we get to that, let's first talk about, what are the diets that, in my opinion, aren't the best ones to follow? Well, it's not going to be keto. It's not going to be paleo. It's not going to be carnivore. It's not going to be intermittent fasting. It's not going to be all these other programs as well, like Noom, Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, South Beach Diet, anything like that. No. And the reason why those aren't successful and the reasons why those are not the best ones for you to be following is because they're not sustainable, you know? And so, what is the best diet in the world? Well, for starters, not any kind of diet is the best in the world to follow because diets mean you're restricting something. So, before we actually get to what you should be following that actually is sustainable and probably the best thing that's going to help you along your health and fitness journey, you got to change your mindset, right? So, literally, the first three letters in the word diet is die. And the last thing that I'm sure that you want to do is continue to go through life, struggling with your health and fitness goals, struggling with your weights, maybe struggling with, lacking the energy, lacking the confidence, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. The list goes on and on and on. And normally, people are constantly looking for a solution. Hey, what can I do? So they go to Google, they go to YouTube. I get it. Free information everywhere. But at the end of the day, there's so much information out there. You don't know what to do. So you dabble in a little bit here, you dabble in a little bit there, and it gets very confusing. It's called overanalysis paralysis. You actually don't know what to do, and it kind of stops you from actually taking any massive action towards your health and fitness goals because there's so much noise out there. It's confusing. And you probably get to a point in your life where, you try a few diets, cutting out carbs, cutting out sugar, cutting out processed foods, intermittent fasting, whatever the case may be. And you see some quick wins, right? The first 5, 10, 15 pounds is very easy to lose, but then eventually you hit a plateau and you fall off the wagon and regain the weight right back plus more, okay? I don't want that to happen to you anymore. So instead, before we get to the best thing in the world that you should follow, change your mindset, right? Stop focusing on a diet in terms of helping you have success at reaching your health and fitness goals. Instead, focus on a lifestyle change. And what is a lifestyle change? Because remember, a diet means restriction. You're cutting things out. And typically, those are your favorite foods, which, hey, you got one life to live, right? For me personally, I love to eat donuts. And if I was going to follow a plan that said, hey, you can have six-pack abs all year round, but you can't have donuts, that's not going to be the perfect plan for me because I know myself. I love to, go to the donut shop with my son. It's something we traditionally do almost on a weekly basis, right? I love the smell of fresh donuts, right? I love donuts, right? I'm a donut connoisseur. And so following a plan where I have to cut something out, once again, isn't going to be sustainable. So focus on a mindset shift. Instead of focusing on a diet, right, which means restriction, focus on a lifestyle. Which means, hey, at the end of the day, in terms of actually losing body fat, let's break this down, right? It's very simple. You should be eating in a calorie deficit, focusing on strength training, focusing on getting plenty of steps in, right? And eating plenty of protein for your body type. That's it. Like, really, that's it. So what does that mean? Well, how we like to help out our members when it comes to having this mindset shift of a lifestyle change is applying what's called the 80-20 rule. Okay. And this is what I really want you to understand. 80% of the time, you're sticking within eating healthy, wholesome foods that are beneficial for you and helping you hit your macronutrient goals for fat loss. That's it. And as long as you're within your calorie budget, which is a healthy fat loss deficit for you, you're going to see massive success. But here's the best part. If let's say you're going out, right? Me and my wife, we typically go out every single Friday for sushi, okay? It's very easy for me to plan ahead and say, okay, how can I hit my protein goal for the day, right, on Friday, before we actually go out and have sushi? Because I'm going to smash. I'm going to eat so much, different types of sushi, hibachi, the whole 9 yards, to where I can still stay within my calorie budget, but also at the same time, I'm not stressing over the carbs or the fats or anything like that because I already hit the biggest bulk of what I needed to do for that day, and that's hitting my protein goal. So I might, have some egg whites. I might have some Greek yogurt. I might have some, protein shakes, protein bars, keeping my calories very low and limited, right? With just lean protein sources like that and like lean meats. but also saving the bulk of my calories, right, and the carbs and the fats for those fun sanity foods like when we go out for sushi, you know? And just by having this simple knowledge of knowing how to fit in your favorite foods, sticking within that healthy calorie deficit for fat loss, eating enough protein for your body type specifically, you're going to have long-term success. And that is the best diet in the world to follow, is something that's actually sustainable for you, something that you can actually do and be consistent with over the course of time. Because the people out there that think, oh, I'm just going to cut out my carbs until I, lose 20 pounds because that's my goal, and then I'm going to go back to eating the carbohydrates. Well, hear me out. All you're going to do is just regain the 20 pounds right back. It's the same thing why, let's just say, weight loss surgery doesn't really work, because somebody has bad habits. They're smashing on McDonald's, milkshakes, pizza, beer galore, right? Way too many calories, not being active, sedentary lifestyle. They're overweight. Instead of them actually focusing on a lifestyle change, they just go ahead and, go underneath the knife and get weight loss surgery. And then typically within a few short years after that, they end up regaining the weight right back. Why? Because they never actually changed their habits. What led to them being overweight in the first place, right, all the crap that they were consuming, is also what's going to lead to them regaining that weight right back unless they make a lifestyle change. That's why for you that's watching this video right now, if you want to have long-term success, get the word diet out of your head. That is not going to lead you to success on your health and fitness journey. You need to change it up with lifestyle. And that right there is the key. That right there is going to be what's going to really get you the results that you're looking for, but most importantly, have long-term success where you can be consistent with. And the best part is you're literally eating your favorite food still, but because you have this knowledge of knowing what to do properly for your body type, how to eat, how to train properly, guess what? You can still easily reach your health and fitness goals. And if you want any more tips, tricks, any helpful information, more about that, just click on the link below. We have tons of different resources specifically for you that can help you out. Because at the end of the day, this is literally the same, fat loss recipe for success that we help and coach our members with inside of our coaching program, Heartletics. And if it's helped out thousands of guys easily lose body fat, have more muscle, have more confidence, have more energy, hundreds of guys getting off their blood pressure, cholesterol medications, even reversing type 2 diabetes, I'm pretty positive it's going to work for you as well. So once again, just click on the link down below. Take a look in there. We have plenty of different resources specifically that's going to help you along your fitness journey. And as always, guys, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know, what is some of the things that maybe you've tried before in the past? Obviously, I'm all about preaching about having a healthy lifestyle, being more active, right? Fitting in your favorite foods, right? Being mindful of the foods that you're consuming, easily reaching your macronutrient goals. And hear me out, I've tried so many different diets before in the past. Fasting, keto, paleo, carnivore, the list goes on and on and on and on. And they all worked in the very beginning, but just like you, I eventually hit a plateau and then regained that weight right back. It wasn't until I made this lifestyle change. So I want to know specifically, what have you tried doing in the past? That's actually, maybe trying to lose body fat or anything like that, whether it was a training program, whether it was a diet. Leave a comment down below. Just curious about that one. And then as always, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that if you did. Guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.